Where should we begin?
The motivator is that the next time an adult sees me and they're conflicted about whether they let their child pursue the arts, I want to live a life which encourages them to be like, it's okay, yeah, you can do this. I think that's very important for me.
But you'll literally go up if you're doing crowd work or you're doing improv comedy. Everything is being created on the spur. Like how I would be throwing up with diarrhea. Everything.
Your being in it doesn't affect me at all. What I can take away from seeing you, that's important to me.
You start, Sahir. What were you saying earlier?
I didn't know they had introductions as well. It was fun.
Okay, so where should we begin?
Mansi, you start. I think.
I
Let's
think
start
we
with.
should just take it forward from what the introductions were as well, because it would be really nice to also know when this began for both of you.
As in theater or just acting
in-
and stuff? Yeah, that's a great place to
As in,
start.
like,
The
yeah,
beginning.
like the keenness to perform or theater or no. I mean, we can never really know where we start, but just the idea of wanting to try it.
Shantanu,
This is on me now suddenly.
when did
I
you
have to
first
start?
want to? Yeah,
When did I want to suddenly? When did I want to become an actor?
yeah. Why
First?
not?
I actually didn't want to become an actor.
We shouldn't have started with you.
Still don't want to. I know. I wanted to study journalism, and I was in university and wanted to apply and go and do some type of journalism program. But I just so happened to be walking in Delhi University to the canteen where on the first day of college, and I saw the tryouts for our dramatic society, and I went. And I wasn't much of an actor before that. I mean, I did the regular school skit type stuff. And I was okay at that morning assembly acting,
Yeah.
but nothing beyond that. And it was just so that the Delhi University standards for auditions were so low that I was way better than anyone who showed up with prior acting experience. So I really walked in very easily and became the best there. A real kuएं का मेंढक experience in Delhi University. That's because
I would disagree. I think Delhi University theatre circuit is extremely strong. I think you may have just discovered something that you have a real natural affinity and talent for.
Sweet, yeah.
sure, okay,
Okay.
you're right. I'm
Thank you
sorry for
both
what
of you,
I'm
yeah.
sorry for what I said earlier. I misspoke.
Really
I'm glad we've
complimented you
convinced
very
you of your
nicely
talent
right
one day before the
misspoke.
premiere.
Everyone was good that day. Everyone is so talented and wonderful.
But you were better.
And I was just about the same as them. Everyone's great. I'm sorry for that anecdote, guys. It's hurt
No,
Sahir.
it was so
The factual inaccuracy of my anecdote has troubled Sahir. And I retract everything I said.
You retract everything.
When I was 3 years old, I wanted to be an actor. And I decided that, acting is it for me. I saw Jurassic Park. And
You wanted to be the T-Rex.
the guy who's stealing the vials and then gets killed by the velociraptor, the porky chap, the chubby guy. I was like, hey, if this guy can do this, one day I could be eaten by a dinosaur and contest this.
I wasn't.
Is this okay?
Huh?
Is this
Absolutely.
okay
Oh,
as my
is it?
origin story?
As a 3-year-old, you had resigned yourself to a life of chubbiness.
Mansi, why don't you ask Sahir a question?
I mean, that was a really good window into also knowing how ridiculously close the two of you are. There's like no boundaries at all. You took that to another level only, Shantanu.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, but then, yeah, what actually
So
happened?
we're really
What-
like double clicking on me.
Yeah. No.
This is what's happening.
We're just continuing.
That is
Okay.
the point of this
Focusing on me a
entire
lot.
So you did it a little in Delhi
I'm just
University.
accidentally sitting in the middle, I could be
No,
sitting
it's-
there and I feel like everyone would be. Why can't we talk
Completely
about
by
the 800
design.
shows that she has done at Globe of Piya Behrupiya, the way David just said it? Why can't we focus on that?
But, okay, so we'll come back to Shantanu
Oh
apparently.
my god.
Mansi, what's your acting origin story?
What's my acting origin story? I was a huge nerd in school and sort of had my feet dipped in all different puddles, all extracurriculars. DU, matlab I didn't study at DU, but I studied in Delhi. High competition. So it just had to be like put yourself out there everywhere.
Plug your school.
Oh God, modern school, Barakhamba Road, guys.
Woo!
Till class 7, by the grace of God. So it didn't entirely corrupt me.
Exact opposite of a plug.
No, I'm not plugging it. I can't at all. It was fun. It was good, but I'm very glad I did. Did you guys really want me to plug it?
No.
Modern school Barakhamba.
Modern school, Barakhamba Road. Yes. No, don't say too much. My dad is here and he's a big Barakhamba Road fan. He's born and completely. He really wanted me to go there, and it really helped me a lot because I think like really putting yourself out there also makes you a bit of a hard worker and kind of like just explore your potential as much as possible at that age. But that's how I started theatre, and then I sort of like did debating, elocution, theatre, and I was the youngest actually to be cast in Arthur Miller's Crucible, which was performing at which was playing at Kamani Auditorium, and all the other girls and boys in it were from the 11th and 12th in that school, and I was in class 6 and I used to get to like bunk class and go for rehearsal and feel rather smug about it, mainly also because I was getting to bunk class. But that's how I started. I never really knew that this is what I wanted to do. Then in Xavier's, I kind of got back into theatre a little bit, but did a bunch of different things, did radio, did like production, backstage, everything. And then one thing led to another. Actually, musical theatre is how it started for me.
Okay.
I did a lot of stuff with A.K. Various, and then I happened to be singing at a theatre party, a bit inebriated, must be honest. And
What were you inebriated on?
I can't remember exactly what my poison was that night.
Poison plug. Sad play, but remember.
I can't remember that. Thank you for asking that specific question. But I was told then that, Shubha Mudgal and Anish Pradhan were auditioning for this play that Sunil Shanbag was directing, and they had conceptualized the music and everything for it. And our lighting designer was just like, go, you have to audition.
Okay.
And I said, okay. And then I auditioned, and that's how Stories in a Song happened. And that was my first big theatre production. And then
But at this point, were you like, this is what I want to be doing for life? Or was it just...
I loved being on stage. But I loved being on stage even when I was debating or when I was like just doing anything. I think the stage has always been a happy place for me. Like I've never felt... the nerves that are associated with it are in some really bizarre way also my happy place. I don't feel mortified by them. I feel like charged in a really, in a happy way. So I think that was always the case. But I don't know. I didn't know really what... I also studied psychology in college. I thought maybe I'll do clinical psychology in my master's or something like that. I had no idea. So yeah, it just sort of happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It wasn't like focused or entirely thought through like that.
Okay. So you just kept going one day at a time.
One day at a time.
And now, currently also... you're
Now
still doing
also I'm
theatre.
going one day at a time only, yeah.
Between modern school and Xavier's, there are 4 years that we didn't hear about.
It was a fabulous school that changed
I
my
think.
life.
Valley
School, correct.
Is this Jiddu Krishnamurthy's
Indeed.
teachings?
Yes.
What does he say about theatre? Let there be theatre.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He just doesn't believe in competition.
Directors
that's all.
can't correct the actors.
No, they can.
They can.
Yeah.
Shantanu enough.
Yeah.
You can't. He's
No,
not a
she said we can.
You can.
He's following through with that.
Well,
No, but carry on.
Very good comedy.
Thank you.
No, nothing that. It was just a happier
Did you do any
place
acting
that-
there in Bangalore? School
There was
acting?
no competition in that school. So we didn't
Of
ever
course.
compete.
Exams also weren't there, no?
Exams started because we gave our boards. It was an ICSE school.
But you were competitive because of Delhi CBSE schooling.
I was competitive
And then you
because
went
of
to
Delhi.
kind of, for the lack of better word, hippie type of hippie school in
Correct.
class 8.
Hippie.
Hippie. And how was that transition?
Very difficult. I was in full culture shock because I was like, how can this also be school? But thank God for it. Because then it allowed me to take up the arts because I was a science student my whole life and I didn't really know if that's what I wanted to do.
You did science in school?
Yeah.
Till 12th?
Yeah.
You?
No, till 10th.
Just keep quiet for a while, huh?
Thank you.
No, you can't judge my calculus now or anything like
I
that.
also did. I left calculus when I went for
Yeah.
boards.
I did calculus
In
How?
the 10th.
in 11th and 12th.
Oh, are you what? Really?
I had math. I didn't completely give up on
You had
education.
BS.
I still did something.
Yeah.
12th was open school.
No, 12th was still same school as
Spat
it
on
was
the
till
mic.
second.
Hmm.
Okay, so you didn't have one particular moment, but you just sort of found an
I
affection
didn't-
for the
I didn't
stage
have
and you
one.
just
Yeah.
kept going.
Yeah, I think the only moment was just knowing that I like it.
Good.
I like being on stage. Yeah.
Out of these 800 productions, what are one or two?
They're not
three-
800 different productions.
800
It's-
shows.
Yeah.
But are there any that really stand out to you as this is one that was really, really special to me?
Well, many were special, really. Like, I feel very lucky as far as theatre is concerned. Also, because the musical theatre I did, like, ran for many, many, many years. And it was just so much joy to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I was often asked, like, doesn't it get boring sometimes? And it just never did, I think, because, like, one of them, Piya Behrupiya, we break the fourth wall a lot. So every show was different in its own, like, cathartic, jovial way, you know. And every show, something new would happen because there was also a lot of improv in our rehearsals and things like that.
Oh, cool.
Piya Behrupiya was super special. Like, I think that's also been my longest running, which we just closed a couple of years ago. But each one has been really special in its own way,
And
for sure.
I mean, since you've done so much musical theatre, you've done a lot of just straight theatre, and you've done a lot of film. You want
Not
to
a
talk
lot. I'd love to do more film.
What's straight theatre?
just what we're doing?
Straight is non-musical.
Yeah.
That's you call. Is
Yeah.
it called?
Yeah, no, it
No.
has nothing
Am
to
I
do with.
bereft of this knowledge, or
It
is it?
has
No,
nothing to do with
Did you speak
orientation of any.
incorrectly right now? Straight theatre करते हैं हम.
Straight theatre.
Good, yeah.
But yeah, you want to talk to us just a little about the different approaches in all three different mediums?
I
Or
feel like this is just my interview right now.
no, we'll go back to Shantanu's
I'm,
story in Delhi University where he
I'm
was the
done,
Mendak
yeah.
Very
sometime.
good for me. But I
was
want to
th-
ask about you also. Different what?
Just us.
Different sort of approaches to all three different forms, or is it basically the same?
No. It's, I mean, musical theatre is, I feel like I also experienced it in different ways with each production. When I did Monsoon Wedding, it felt very different because our technical team was, there were a lot of people who'd come from Broadway and from that school. So it was the first time that I actually had my mic on my forehead, which changed the game completely. Because otherwise, a lot of the musical theatre I'd done was very folk music and very like kind of, projecting, and it was like this, and that's also how I've always felt like it was a cultivation of like this loud voice because I needed it to survive and to do all those shows. So I had to develop that because we had floor mics and stuff, but if you're in a massive theatre, you just have to ensure that you learn how to project and project really, really well. So it was very interesting to also view musical theatre from a different perspective with a different kind of tech team where, you're aided in ways where you get it. That's how they do 8 shows a week there and only have Mondays off. And they go, years at a stretch if it's a successful production. Musical theatre required a lot of different skill sets to be activated because you also have to know how to dance. You're also performing as an actor and you also have to sing, and different musical productions required me to sort of push different aspects of my voice. Like for Monsoon Wedding, I had to do a lot of soprano singing, and for the other productions, I could decide exactly what scale I wanted because it was folk theatre, so I could go more alto or be a tenor even if I wanted to. So in that sense, musical theatre was very a bit of triple threaty in that sense. You had to activate all the threats possible to which is so much fun. But even Constellations, which wasn't musical, which was my 2-hander before this, was different in another way entirely. I think they're all different. I don't know how to. Each project is different also. Even within musical theatre, if you're doing 2 different projects, it's entirely different.
But are there particular things about each process that sort of differs for you, or is your prep usually the same no matter what you're doing? Or are there different things that, okay, fine, I'm doing a film, so I want to really focus in on
are
this?
we broadening this out to film as well now?
Yeah. Film, musical theatre, and straight theatre.
Straight theatre.
Thanks.
I think it's a lot about the process for me, very much. and that's also why I get excited, because every process is so different. Every director is like a different school. Every team feels like a family. The whole point for me is like, how much can this become a family? Like that's a really important part of it for me. Like I also really love the heartbreak that comes after. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I feel like it's hugely telling of how much this meant to me. But prep wise, definitely, like if it's a musical production and requires me to do a whole bunch of different breathing exercises, or to work on choreography a certain way, or maybe I have to do more yoga or this or that, depending on what is required for the project, then every prep is different. But if it's like I didn't do any yoga or anything for Poison. I didn't do any like extra breathing exercises
didn't do
for
yoga?
Poison.
But you've been
You're lying
breathing
to me all
fine
these weeks?
I've been breathing fine.
right through the rehearsal process.
I've been
yeah.
breathing fine. Yeah. So yeah, different processes, different prep, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But on the whole, I think some things stay fundamental and the same, which is like your level of excitement, your level of curiosity, how many questions you want to ask, how shaken are you by it, how much do you shake it up so that it shakes you. If in some moments it is not doing that for you, you have to create that for yourself sometimes. Yeah, reading over and over again, like staying with it. Yeah, all of those things I think are consistent throughout projects.
When you're doing a project, does it really consume you? Because you, throughout rehearsal, would come in with lots of new ideas or lots of questions
Yeah.
each day of rehearsal, and you took very, very copious notes
Copious amount.
as
That's
we.
my modern school. Yeah.
That's modern school.
That's modern school.
Now
yeah.
we've plugged it.
Now-
Well done.
We should acknowledge her note taking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We should
but
really,
so are you a kind of actor who like? Because I've worked with a few actors who, when they're in rehearsal, they're very on and they're very this thing and committed to it. But then they're like, hey, now I'm out of rehearsal. This is my time off. Now I'm doing something else, or I'm working on another project, or I'm taking time with the family, whatever it is. But do you find that like your work really consumes you? Like this whole month has just been constant thinking about Poison and things, or are you able to compartmentalize?
I am able to compartmentalize. I think I'm getting better at it. But yeah, I do lean more towards the being consumed by it. Yes, I know you're nodding. I can feel you. You don't even have to kind of be vocal about it. I can feel it. But I think I'm getting better at it because it's really nice to also switch off after. I struggle with that a little. Like I feel like, oh, should I be having fun? Should I, now that we're done, like, should I go have dinner? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes, but the closer we come towards the end, I don't feel like being very social during those times. Like I want to come back home. I want to rest. I want to do my own thing. I want to unwind my own way. Even though I'm not actively thinking about the project then, I don't want to unnecessarily overcrowd my headspace. Yeah.
And
which-
is there an element of trying to take the character back home as well?
I don't think it's that as much as I think. Okay, this is going to be a slightly intense answer, but I'll just give it anyway. I think different things make you vibrate at different frequencies, and I'm one of those people who definitely believes that the frequency you're vibrating at attracts a different kind of frequency at that point in time. And I think over this last month, given what our play is about, I have had some really interesting encounters where even though I'm not carrying the character back home with me, because I'm just curious about things that are related to the narrative, that I have met people who have been vulnerable with me in really bizarre ways, or I have had incidents where I've heard something about somebody else's encounter with death or loss, and there's no reason for that to have come my way, but it has. That I find incredible. Like I've actually journaled about that stuff because that's like process driven for me. It has nothing to do with the play.
Yeah.
It has to do with people I've crashed into in this month who have made me feel like I'm questioning more about like, what does this mean? Like, what does it mean also? What happens when somebody dies? Or what does death mean? Or what is loss? Or how are people coping with it? How do people deal with it? What resolutions have they come up with? And their behavior patterns and things like that. Like, it's bizarre that all of this has happened to me in this month. So that stuff that stuff really excites me, actually. I feel like it's a gift from the universe.
Cool.
Yeah. Now I want to talk about you or you.
Sahir, tell us about how were you as a baby?
How was I as a baby? Very,
See,
very,
there's the whole it's like relief now.
very cute. I was a yeah,
Don't talk about acting. As a baby, were you a good baby?
a very good baby.
If I had seen you as a baby, would I be like
You would
this?
have wanted to adopt me.
I would have been fairly young myself. I don't think I would have
Yeah, I was just
been able
very
to really
cute.
handle you as. I wasn't ready for the responsibility.
We have sufficient
really,
age gap.
Just a 9-year-old guy trying to adopt a 2-year-old.
I feel like even I would have wanted to.
Adopt him as a
Yeah,
baby?
yeah, definitely.
I was very, very cute.
No, but good also. It seems like a good
Such a
baby.
nosy quality to you.
Huh?
You know
As
the
a baby?
babies that drip nosy?
Oh,
I
never,
have
never.
one of those energies.
No. I became a tantrumy baby at 3 or 4 to the point where my dad started calling me Tantaram, which is just a tantrum pronounced wrong.
Oh, this went in a much sweeter direction.
Yeah.
I was thinking something like, my dad, he really started
No.
taunting me.
No. my parents were very
Anticlimactic.
indulgent and very sweet and very loving.
Oh, that's nice. So you were loving parents?
Extremely, yeah.
So yeah, you don't have really...
I would not have been adopted by you. I would have
would never have.
not like
So
that.
you acted or what in school?
I had very severe stage
I don't think
fright.
my questions will not sound as empathetic as Sahir's. Okay, tell us, school, what was your acting like?
I had intense stage fright in school.
Ah,
So I did not do too much acting. In fact, my parents would come to every parent-teacher meeting and whatever school skits and all.
yeah, you did those.
No, they would say in the PTA, "Ki, please don't put him in it. He'll stop coming to school." So I wouldn't be part of it. And then I was in this one school from the 2nd grade to the 10th grade
Name
in
it.
Chirac Public
Chirac
School.
Public School.
That's
Better
our
than
plug.
modern Barakamba. Sorry. Uncle.
I would say so. Much better. No offense. But
Oh, none taken.
I thought as much.
Chirac Public
Yeah.
School it's called.
Chirac Public
Where
School
is it?
in Hyderabad.
Any famous actors that have come out of Chirac Public School?
Any famous actors that have come out of Chirac Public School?
None. Okay.
Depends on how
Let's
my
move on.
career goes in the future.
I know, I mean, can we not? Yeah.
None currently. That's good.
None
Keep going.
currently, but
Not
high
really.
potential.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was in the same school from the 2nd to the 10th grade. And then in the 10th grade, my mom was going to get posted, so we are going to move. And I loved school and I had a lot of friends and I just felt very happy and comfortable in school. So when I was leaving, I was like, I want to be on stage once before I leave. So in the morning assembly, at this point, I was watching a lot of How I Met Your Mother. So I convinced the whole class to do a production, not a production, just a performance of Barney's song, which is Nothing Suits Me Like a Suit, which I don't think our teachers got because the song is basically about him choosing to bang this chick or wear his suits
What do you
or
mean
something.
by bang?
Let's not get into that.
Who said it? What do you
Whether to
What is this?
fornicate
Guttural
with.
conversation. Terrible.
But yeah, so that was the content of the song. But we had a great time, and I can't sing and I can't dance, but it was my idea, and I knew the
Single thread.
words. I really very.
I really feel I'm laughing into the mic too much. Okay, fine, go on.
What did you do then? You just
Nothing.
gave the idea.
I just no. I knew the words, so I was Barney, and I did these things that I can't do because of my single threatness. But had a fantastic time.
Oh, really?
I just felt really, really good after, and then
That was your first time you performed on
the
stage.
first time I was on stage.
Awesome.
I played a dwarf in the
You did a
second grade.
midget Neil Patrick Harris.
No. When I in the second grade, I played a dwarf once because I was 7, so I was shorter than people who weren't 7.
That still counts.
That was my debut.
counts,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
dwarf had no lines or
I played
anything.
a fairy once when I was in nursery.
Really?
My mom said
You
my
played a
mom said I was
fairy?
the darkest fairy she'd ever seen in her life. She was like, oh, ridiculous. I had wings and all this white guy.
So it's good
in
to-
Sophia's Bangalore. You know Sophia's Bangalore?
I was in Sophia's Bangalore.
You
I
didn't
did,
see
I
the
did play school
fairy?
and
But
nursery.
it's a girls' school.
No, they take kids till nursery or whatever. I was a fairy usually. I was pretending to be one. No, till nursery they take boys also. They love their play school and all they take. Then it becomes a girls'
Then it-
school.
I
Then
see.
we moved to Delhi.
Listen, we have Sophia's in common.
We have
That's too nice.
Sophia's in common.
Cool.
Then you did. You were midget Neil Patrick Harris in class 10.
I was a normal-sized Neil Patrick Harris, and then after that I just started going on stage and I started like comparing a bunch of things, and I would
like, is this better or that better?
no, that's comparing. That's a different word altogether. Pause.
Okay, but wait, I'm very curious. You
Yeah.
had stage fright when you were till class 2, and then
till
suddenly
class 10,
till class 10,
and then I did this, and
and it just this Barney song, and then it just you felt like it vanished.
I don't feel like it's vanished. I still get.
You still feel it sometimes?
Yeah, most times. Yeah, I feel like you feel a certain amount of this
Do a
thing, but
little?
it's fun.
No, but different from the nerves. Stage fright. Isn't that slightly different from just being nervous before a show?
I suppose it's gotten better, but I think a lot of it was just because I would enjoy it and I would enjoy being on stage. You would kind of have to really force yourself in a certain way to be like. I feel like you also have this.
I
We've
throw
spoken
up.
about this.
I throw up. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
throw up on show
हम
days.
I
दोनों
even
का
throw
पेट
up
खराब हो
tomorrow.
जाता है.
Yeah, I will definitely throw up at home and come. I throw up till date. I have thrown up
wow.
like 1,000, like 800, not 800.
As many productions.
900 times I have thrown up. I have thrown up
And
hundreds
only
of times.
600 were due to bad food poisoning.
I have thrown up a couple of hundred times myself. Yeah, but I used to throw up a lot.
We
Yeah,
have
yeah,
discussed
yeah,
this
yeah.
in the green room before doing improv shows. We have both discussed different dietary issues that we're having in the lead up to the show. And this is like a show that we do almost every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We do this show.
And still very solid nerves.
Yeah, but it's just about like, I think, forcing yourself onto
Yeah.
stage. And then once you're on stage, then that's like your reward for.
So that's good only. Yeah.
For throwing up.
I
Yeah.
won't trust someone who's not nervous before performing. It is a big responsibility
Yeah,
to entertain
100%.
people or to hold people's attention. If you are like lackadaisical about it or you're nonchalant, I don't respect it too much.
I don't know. I think
I'm
it
not
works.
nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Why? Be nervous.
You.
There are some people who somehow just get
Yeah,
away
no.
with
They
it. I
are
don't know
some-
how, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some people who are just, and it's a lovely quality. You see it even in the performance that there's real relaxation
Yeah.
and things.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
It's okay, Shantanu.
What happened after 10th, after the song?
I started doing a lot of like emceeing kind of stuff in school, and I would just say things. People would laugh. I would feel good.
You debated also?
I debated in college. In college, when I joined Delhi University, which has a very strong theatre circuit, I thought I'll do DebSoc because I thought I would be better at it, but I had a lot more fun doing dramatics. So Shantanu and I are in the same college. Shantanu passed out before I
Yeah.
joined, which is why he could
I
adopt
had too
me.
many drinks. The day he was joining us.
So we were in the same theatre society. And yeah, it was just a really, really fun place. I feel like that community was very nice, which is what attracted me to it.
We
And
don't
then
have any friends. All our friends are still from that society.
yeah, I have a few others.
I have Mansi and college friends. That's all I have.
That's also kind of lovely, though. No, I mean, there are very few people who can say, oh, their friends go way back to school or college.
Yeah.
We all moved also together, na?
Oh,
to
that's
Bombay.
very cute.
School I don't have.
Yeah, school, everyone's gone their own ways mostly.
I have.
Wow, yeah, Sahir. Really
Yeah, they'll
killing it.
never let go of you, yeah. After your midget,
After my
How I Met
midget
Your
party.
Mother performance, you're probably a legend in that school, yeah. Hey, remember that dwarf Patrick Harris fellow?
But if I can just go back for a second to what you said about not, appreciating somebody who's lackadaisical or whatever, whoever's listening to this, like otherwise as it's being recorded, I think what you guys do is really tough. Because as improvisers, I feel like you're not just going up, you don't just have nerves to go up and then perform a piece that is already written, you've rehearsed it for the most part. Maybe there'll be some ad-libbing here or there if the piece can ask for that. But you're literally go up, if you're doing crowd work or you're doing improv comedy, everything is being created on the spur. Like how I would be throwing up with diarrhea, everything. I would not be able, like it's a lot.
Throwing up with diarrhea
Both,
is a very
like, I would
strong
be,
image
like-
that you have put out for us. Yeah.
Orifices
Double
would be
threat.
like double.
Triple threat. Triple
It's
threat,
true
man.
though.
Mansi is in.
It's actually, I don't know.
Yeah, it is, but you'll do now. You're going to do
I was
improv.
just going to say, I've said this on...
She's committed to doing a long form
I know.
improv show with me
I
right
would-
after this.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, we're going to do some
I'm-
long form improv after this.
I hope I can
But
make
what
the
you'll
cut.
find
Yeah.
is that improv audiences are very kind. Then they're very forgiving. There's a certain relationship you form with the audience because they know that you have nothing prepared. And somehow that usually they're very empathetic to that.
Yeah, but
And
I've seen them go really wrong also. Like, I've seen the show
That was one
sometimes
show,
be...
yeah,
Not
mine
yours.
Mansi, stop it, yaar. I told you. I said it was Karan's fault, not mine.
see, usually you don't do that as an
Oh
improviser
my
and just
God.
throw
Amazing. Yeah.
someone else under the bus.
No, but yeah, they might be...
No, but I mean, that's part of it. Like
Yeah.
even a rehearsed play, you'll have some shows which are worse
pretty-
than others and
that's
some
true.
which are brilliant.
But you have to be really on as improvisers. You have to be thinking on your feet all the time.
I think also you need to be able to just take it in your stride. Like we're talking about all the nerves in the lead up to it, but
Yeah.
once it's done, then it's done. If it's great, you can't be too chuffed about it and just be like, "Wow, I'm the best." And if it goes badly, you can't be too down in the dumps about it. Like it hurts you for like a day, 2 days, and then after that, you're like, "Okay, cool, we can try again."
It hurts you for 2 days after a bad improv show.
It depends. It
Actually, I'm genuinely asking you, does it hurt you for 2
yeah,
days?
even I'm interested.
तू पागल है?
no, the thing.
2 days is too much, yeah?
A day,
I
2
think
days.
it's quite little.
Yeah.
If I did it really bad, I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know.
No, but we perform every week.
Yeah.
That means 30% of his life he'll be feeling bad.
No,
if
but
he does
most of the shows that we
under
do are
par,
good,
yeah.
na?
Wednesday से Friday
हर
तक he's
show
feeling
गंदा
bad.
थोड़ा होता है।
Saturday is Monday is back to rehearsal. What life? The quality of life is.
Why are you? हम दोनों साथ में करते हैं.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
are you
fair,
assuming
fair.
every show is very bad?
Yeah, that's true.
Which is breaking. I'm saying the worst of the worst hurts you for 2 days. You're saying har show.
Oh boy.
Most shows are good, yeah. We're the successful group.
Yeah. You guys are fab. Most of the improv I've seen recently has been with both of you in it, and I've had a very good time.
We are good.
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I feel bad for like an hour.
An hour.
How long does it
You
take
feel
to have?
bad just for an
How
hour?
long
This
does
is
it take
because
to
we go
drink
drinking after
4
every
drinks?
improv show.
But okay, now I seriously want to ask, what's your process to shake it off?
I have some. I do like some. No, I actually do like some
Is it?
daily affirmation type stuff. Like there are very few things that I know I'm very good at, and most of the things I don't believe I'm good at. But the few things that I believe I'm good at, I have really ingrained it in here. That I'm good at this. It was an off day. Doesn't matter. Improv is one of them.
That's
that even if I have a
incredible.
terrible day, I will be fine within half an hour, saying that you're fine. And I've never had that in school or in college or with any type of education actually, or even performance. Even on a bad day or day when we have a bad run or whatever, a bad
Yeah.
rehearsal, I'll go back and I kick myself. But with improv, I don't, because I'm more confident of that than I am of other stuff.
But have you ever had a period of time where you sort of felt like shows for a long period of time? No, or like 3, 4, 5 consecutive shows have not been
No,
up to the mark. You've never had a spurt where you just feel like I'm having a bit of a bad run.
my wife thinks I had a bad spot in the middle. She keeps telling me that last year there were 3 months where I was bad, but I didn't feel it.
Okay.
I love this.
The audience was wrong.
The audience was wrong.
we attracted bad crowd for about 14, 15 shows. Third quarter of
Do
last
you
year.
have this? Like this unshakable belief
Hota
in a
hai.
skill set that you have that you
you're
think.
right, hota hai.
I have it. I think I also have it more with improv than just acting. Which is weird because I haven't. But I've always been a very confident director. Yeah, so that I feel very. Like, even if I do a production that later I'm like, hey, this could have been better. Or,
He's
this is not
amazing.
the
Huh?
best.
Watch tomorrow. He's killed it.
Thanks. I was so surprised by the sweetness. But yeah, so that I feel quite confident about. But and even improv, I feel like it's easier to shake off these two things and be like, yeah.
Wow. It's amazing. Not in a just no, I genuinely like, I don't know. That's quite something.
Do you have
To have that kind of confidence within yourself to be like, hey, I've got this. I've worked really hard at this my whole life. This is just a phase, or this is just a week of bad shows. And to not let that weigh you down, I think that's really quite something.
But I think sometimes that's something you have to do actively also.
Definitely.
Like-
but it's a choice still. To make
Huh,
that
huh.
choice is an active
But
choice.
if you are pursuing this, and this is not the easiest profession, I don't
No
think.
way.
And it's it's built on just multiple rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection.
Yeah.
In a way that I can't think of too many other careers are. So I think that little bit of whatever you're saying, affirmations or whatever, little bit of self-talk, or just have a community around you that gives you that little extra self-belief, because you'll need it.
Yeah.
And if it requires some lying to yourself every now and again, like
I don't lie to
Shantanu just
myself,
said,
I don't lie.
15 shows consecutively, the audience was bad or something along those lines, then that's okay. That's fine. But that's something you should do. Because, otherwise if you're not having too much fun with it, if it's just making you feel bad about yourself, then you're much better off doing something that, pays
Pays
you
more.
also. Yeah. Hey, improv.
Very good. Yeah, yes.
But, yeah. So I think
There are more lucrative ways of feeling bad about yourself.
That's true. That is very well put.
Yeah. There are 100%. Join Deloitte.
KPMG employees are celebrating on the side.
I have somewhere, I don't understand this, but on Instagram I saw that Deloitte is made fun of because it's apparently the worst of the four. Did you know this?
Not until just now.
How would you know?
Every day with you is educational.
Yeah, truly.
The bane of my existence.
Any more puns?
No, I'm done with
Okay,
my points.
let's move. Okay, Shantanu, what was your process like, or do you have a regular process for acting? Because we've now spoken so much about our improv, and you are a very alive in the moment kind of performer, even with this play sort of. I think there's a certain amount that you allow yourself to follow your natural instinct, especially when you're feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
When you're starting to feel a little more settled in the piece and all, which is lovely. It's really great to sort of work with. But do you go home and do a lot of work so that instinct is in the right direction, or do you like to leave the work?
I am somewhat detached in terms of I don't think about it too much. But I don't know how to phrase this correctly, but when I'm doing something like this, my entire life is geared towards this. So I will do nothing that takes away from it. I will.
So this becomes priority number one.
It becomes priority number one. Am I thinking about it all day once I go home? No, I'm just trying to sleep and wake up and eat better or whatever. Just whatever it takes to come here with the available emotional resources to be able to commit to something that is it's exhausting. It is. For me, at least, I think it's more, I feel like both of you are more well-adjusted and more attuned to your emotions than I am. I deflect a lot, and I'm also a different type of neurodivergent. So for me to just straight come and be like, hey, keep a straight face, don't deflect, think about what's happening. It is more challenging than doing a lot of other things for me. But also probably the most rewarding.
Awesome.
I've really actually enjoyed doing this, and it's been a while since I did this. And my prep is very different. I like we did in this. You remember improv that Sahir made us do?
Yeah.
Is something that I have relied on in most of the stage work that I've done. Even if the characters didn't have the kind of gravitas that say our characters in this do, even if they were slightly more frothy, farcical characters, most of them I've found them through improv. And even in this, I think the text only gave us so much about who the two of us are. But when we improvised and created moments from our life and how we met and all of that, that stuff really got me going, I feel, in many ways, in terms of how to play this guy, how to find an ease. Because I don't know who said this. I did a semester at acting school, and I'm definitely on the lower end of trained, on the spectrum of training that actors receive. But I do believe that you should be able to find as much of the character within yourself. There are traits within us that I mean, there is a Venn diagram intersection between every character's defining traits and yours. And the more you can look inward and get them out, the more there is an ease to playing a character. And I feel like it's more true for screen. I love I over the last few years have enjoyed doing screen acting a lot. And I feel like it reflects more on that. When you manage to find more of yourself in it, I think it's more beneficial to screen. On stage, I think there's a little bit of the cheat is more evident here. You are cheating way more than you cheat on screen. When you're on screen, I mean, you're cheating technically more when you're doing screen. In terms
what do you
of,
mean by cheating?
but cheating as in, like, there are actors who could come up on stage and not be able to hold the attention of an audience for more than 2 minutes, but could look absolutely phenomenal in a film that you watch.
Yeah.
Because the device, it's devised to cheat people. You can take 80 takes and you can do closes at different mags and you can just make someone look so moving, right?
Yeah.
I feel like when you internalize, it becomes easier there. But on stage, I feel like a lot of when you're, especially for someone like me, where I find a lot of my character inward, I have to constantly keep clocking that there are people here who are not going to
See behind
clock
your
how
eyes.
you clock how you feel behind your eyes. So there is a lot of stuff that is purely performative, I think, which is the balance that I find interesting. That there could be a day where I'm feeling this character more than anyone else, but my behavior won't indicate it.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, that's possibly more true for stage.
For sure.
Yeah, even when I was at drama school, and I went to drama school in England, and over there, the school of acting is it's play. and
Name the
it's
school.
Bristol Old Vic
Bristol Old
Theatre School.
Barakhamba Road.
That's what they call it. 19A Avenue. But yeah, so they have a very it's just response to your co-actor, just be present, and just sense of play with all of their acting. And yeah, I remember a bunch of teachers, because I was 22 or something, and I was very I need to be fully in character. So before productions and all, I would want to put on my music, not interact with anyone, walk around for 3 hours or something, trying to be in character. And I think that was more just almost because you have such intense sort of fear of failure that it's almost trying to protect yourself. You're making yourself feel like you've done a lot of labor, and now the character is there and I can do it. But yeah, I had a teacher tell me that, no one can see what you're thinking. It doesn't matter. Your being in it doesn't affect me, What I can take away from seeing you, that's important to me. And you need to have some space. They made us do this really cool exercise where you and a partner were given just a long stick, and you would hold it with 2 fingers, and your partner would hold it with 2 fingers, and you just had to keep the stick from falling. And they said make it playful, challenge each other, move around and stuff, and make it difficult for each other. But if the stick falls, you lose as a team. And so we did this, and they asked the rest of the class, hey, what is the scene about, or who were they playing and all. And everyone came over, oh, they looked very playful. They were like brother, sister or something. Or they were a couple that was fighting and stuff. And the only direction we got was just don't let the stick drop. And yeah, so it was just very revelatory about an audience brings in a lot of the story that they want to see.
Yeah.
And you need to leave enough gap for them to add whatever they want.
This is like the Kuleshov experiment with film. It's the same thing. You
The
keep a
editing
neutral
exercise.
face, and
Yeah.
if you put it next to an empty plate of food, the person viewing it will think, oh my God, that person is really hungry.
Yeah.
And if you put it next to like a buffet table, they'd think, oh wow, what like beautiful debauchery or like indulgence and all of that. And it's not the case at all, because it's a neutral image next to another image. Both those images have nothing to do with each other. And the audience poll is always so interesting. Like either they were a couple or they're siblings or, playful or whatever. Yeah. I feel like though whatever you're thinking before, it does make a difference. Yes, nobody can see it, but in a sense, some of this backstory, this thinking, it's more evident perhaps with
definitely.
film.
Yeah.
But with theatre, people have different.
No, and theatre, you need it even more. Like you were also saying about how the improv has helped you, and with Mansi as well, but especially with you, once we started doing a lot of the improvising, your body seemed to have settled a lot more. A lot of the initial notes that we did or whatever, like a lot of it, I was telling you that the body language just doesn't seem all that right. And then it really started clicking and settling in. And therefore, I like to do the improvising as well, because I feel like lots of people do backstory and stuff, and that's very in the head. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now you know this, but until you've played it, until you have in some ways created an actual memory between the two of you, or even there were some improvisations where you were on your own or you were with a different character that wasn't him, Reena and David, and things. But it gives you a little something.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And even like the free reign run that we did,
That
where
was beautiful. Yeah.
where we are sort of doing the script, but every now and again, if you feel like you want to divert from what we've rehearsed, if you want to change the blocking, if you want to change some lines and stuff, and that's not to be shown to an audience, but it's nice just to do it, because I felt especially in Act 1, you guys were surprising each other a lot, which was leading to a lot of natural behavior. And then we found some of those gestures to bring back into our actual production, in the way that you were waiting for each other to fill in the silence, in the way that you were talking over each other. Lots of stuff just with your bodies suddenly started opening up more and things. So yeah, so it is very useful to have the thought, because thought leads everything. But yeah.
Thought leads everything is nice.
Thank you.
Mansi, tell us something interesting.
Just in general.
Just, yeah.
Anything,
A fun fact about Mansi Multani. Come, we'll do a circle of fun facts.
Oh,
Fun
amazing.
fact.
Yeah, this is so good. This is my idea. I said a fun.
This is
Let's do fun facts forever.
Shantanu is the Preetham of the podcast world. This is my idea.
Oh, wow.
Call me Preetham.
See how fast y'all think, yaar.
Don't buy time. Tell us your fun fact.
I'm so impressed.
My head always goes straight to Preetham. My most played Spotify, that Spotify rap that comes for last 3 years
Is
consecutively, my top played artist is Preetham.
Sahir.
I regret informing anyone of this now, based of this reaction.
I think we should all do a Spotify blend after this, the three of us, and try to erase some Preetham out of your life.
Or add more Preetham to yours.
There's
No,
nothing wrong
thanks.
with Preetham. Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you,
nothing
thank
wrong
you,
with
Preetham,
Preetham,
man.
yaar,
I
but
like
like,
Preetham. He's cute also.
Okay. So that was my fun fact.
Oh,
Was that
wow.
Preetham is my most played artist. Mansi?
I don't know. I don't know what my fun fact is.
You eat she eats loki and dal for lunch every day,
No,
but
not
she
every
doesn't
day.
cook it together. People eat
For
dal.
some reason,
dal ghee
Shantanu
is a
is-
famous dish, but
it
she cooks
is.
separately and mixes.
That day it was khichdi and loki, and you thought it was dal and loki.
But have you ever mixed a loki ki sabzi into dal and eaten it? Guilty.
Yes, I
There.
have.
Cook them together.
I
Terrible.
have.
I don't mind the separating.
I also don't mind the separating. I quite like it.
Then you can make a choice later.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good to keep your options open.
Yeah.
What else will you mix the loki with, man?
No, then you have
What
the
are
loki
you doing now
separately.
with the loki
and you-
separately? What do you do with it? What did this
Like you
option
can
that
just
what is
eat
this
that
option?
with the roti,
Yeah.
without the dal, like compartmentalize.
It's like you do in your acting process.
Ah.
Mm.
I'm a loki someday, a dal someday.
You know
That's
it.
what you're going for, okay.
But this is also a nice realization we just had, that we're similar in that sense. The whole idea of not necessarily just thinking about it, but not kind of crowding the plate too much.
Yeah.
I think I do find it really amazing though, people who are able to work on like 6 things at the same time.
That's very cool.
You know?
Yeah.
Switch off, boom, next. Okay. My 3 hours are here. Okay, cool, next. And like really present in all those.
What's the most number of projects you've juggled at given time, and how did you manage juggling them?
Not too many, I don't think, at the same time.
Not so fun fact section with Sahir Mehta.
You know it. Shantanu,
He was like, I'm not getting any fun fact other than Loki and Dal out of her. So.
Shantanu, what is your fun fact? And then we'll come to this.
Yeah, what is
juggling.
your fun fact, Shantanu?
That
And it has to be something honest.
that I'm able to multitask very well.
Oh, so this question should have gone to you.
I can.
If you're able to multitask very well, then why aren't you? Why are you like this in a process? Just like, you know, not overcrowding.
Huh? Where is this gone?
Because
you
we
are
were
able to
just talking
multitask.
about
Why have you been this
multitasking.
way?
No, in the sense
Here
that
I'm
that's
not
amazing.
able to overcome.
Actually, you do. You also have a job.
An alien concept to other theatre people.
I mean, a lot of actors don't have other jobs.
do work, yeah. It's just
I
that
do
don't
work.
Have, I don't have faith in. I don't have faith in my talent. You see, it's a terrible.
I could not disagree with you more. I think it's the most wonderful thing that you have a job.
I did.
Yeah, shit, sorry.
I did. Yeah, I quit to do this play. G5A gave
So
me
please
so much
buy
money.
tickets for
I quit a job
shows
at
on
Geo.
April 11th, 12th, 13th. Hopefully this comes out right before. And
No, I don't have a. I don't know. You were talking about multitasking earlier. Are you asking about a fun fact?
You
What
just
is-
said
what
that's
are
your
we
fun
tell
fact.
us both.
Multitasking is my fun fact. Yeah, you can multitask if you do everything in a mediocre way. You don't have to chase excellence at anything.
Is that something you believe?
An inspiring
At a
message for
lot
all
of
the kids
things.
on there.
At a lot of things
Chase
I do.
mediocrity.
Yeah.
He's the fourth idiot.
I do this. The things that you're not passionate about, you don't have to be great at.
That's true. I
You
agree
just have to do them.
wholeheartedly.
You just have to do them.
Yeah, there are lots of things which
I don't want to be the
just get
best
through.
at tax-saving investments. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to someone. He'll do something with it. You know, Sahir.
I handle some of Shantanu's investments.
Sahir is my portfolio manager.
Really?
Jokes apart.
I mean, not me, but my
That's
dad.
very Listen, that's too cute.
Yeah.
There are so many moments during this process where your old friendship has made me feel some FOMO.
You can give your money to his father too. And really join. We can all just give money to finance doctor with Dr. Sanjeev Mehta.
Okay, you know
Very
what? I
different
think
kind of
I
plug.
want to do that because then I'll just. No, actually, I feel quite part of it now. But there were points where I was like, "You're our friends
My
from
dad
way
has gained
before."
and lost a client.
Yeah.
Where Mansi very quickly said, "No, I'm part of it
No,
actually."
no. I'm
I'm very,
taking help from my
well,
father. Now he's also here. He'll be like, "Which other father are you choosing now for
How
your
can you trust the
investment?"
financial judgment of a man who let his son get into theatre? Is what uncle over there. If he had any financial sense, he would know to tell his child to not do theatre.
No, but I really do think it's amazing that you have a job. I really think so. And I actually think, I don't know, more and more I feel like there's merit in that. Just because this work is also really hard.
To clarify, I produce web series and films. It's not as jobby as you're making it.
He's not
That's
Deloitte.
a job. It's not a job.
It's not. Yeah,
You
a
also
job
write.
would be like a job. You know,
What's a job? A job
Like
is a job.
A job like Google.
A puppeteer? What was
Oh,
this?
this was a laptop. I was doing a laptop.
This is his laptop.
I would
Laptop
have- I had
acting.
to keep my hands on either side of the mic. यहाँ पे दिखता नहीं, यहाँ पे. I was doing it for stage, not for screen.
Oh, okay, very good.
I have a big laptop, one with that little pink nub in the middle. You know, the IBM ThinkPad or whatever. No, sorry, I cut you off.
No.
rudely. You were done.
Yeah.
That was half a sentence.
No, I was just saying it. I think it's a good thing.
But yeah, it is. It is. Because that's also important. No, I feel like if you have to push more people towards, and I constantly feel, oh wow, I'm saying something serious. If every time
You
You've
surprised
said many
yourself.
serious things, actually. You have.
yeah, but when younger cousins or whatever, I meet kids who are like, oh, we want to work in this industry. I feel like I don't feel very comfortable just being like, yeah, just go chase your dreams because
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
And the people who say a lot of chase your dreams are people who have won that game.
And the only way to I think make a compelling argument in favor of, hey, you know, you can let your kids pursue their dreams is if you conduct your career in a way where you in some ways check off some of the boxes, at least in terms of and it's a very weird thing that I have, and it's probably detrimental to my art in many ways, is that where I have always been competing not with fellow artists but with schoolmates or college mates who went and got like their MBAs or they were in business schools, and I'd be like, hey, what are they doing? I want all of that. I want to live that life. I want to live it that way while doing what I love, which is so unhealthy but has been such a great motivation for me to generally chase.
Where does that come from? Wanting to have what other people do in
feel
fields
like
you've not chosen?
It's easier for me to justify to myself an alt career choice that I have made.
Because you think it's a privileged choice to make? Or?
It is a privilege. Of course, it's a privileged choice to make.
No, but what's the
like
reason?
what's the motivator?
The motivator is that the next time an adult sees me and they're conflicted about whether they let their child pursue the arts, I want to live a life which encourages them to be like, it's okay, yeah, you can do this. I think that's very important for me. It drives me in a very weird way.
Okay.
And
okay,
it's
that's
stupid.
very cool.
And it's
but it's some sort of, you want to be a role model that has money.
It's actually that.
Yeah,
if you really break it down, it's because that's the biggest trepidation that any adult has.
Yeah, who may not be as
I think
famous
it's fantastic. This is exactly why I think it's good to have that job, because it gives. No, I'm serious. It gives you the agency to say no as well.
Yeah,
I think he'll appreciate
it a lot.
if you stop calling it a job.
I say no a lot.
It's
So you
the
in the
best
play so
thing
many
ever.
times.
I know you really do.
4 times I said.
4 no's.
4 times. 4 no's.
Spoilers.
Sorry, guys. It is the best. That kind of security. It's everything. And actually, I think you're gifting yourself that artistic freedom by having
to
this.
choose, yeah.
Do you
So
think
you're
it's
not-
come at a cost of your artistic pursuits? Do you think that's also true simultaneously?
Yes.
In what way?
don't
Elaborate
know.
more than yes.
Yes.
No. It's given me the freedom to say no more, and I'm going to use one of them. No, it has, because see, you don't know what you don't know. It's basically every choice you make will spiral you into some other direction, right? So I don't know if you had really double clicked on this
thing?
aspect of your personality, what that might have led to, but that's okay.
Yeah, I saw this really cool Jimmy Carr interview, who I'm a big fan of, where he's very against this kind of thing, which also I thought was interesting. And apparently he was working like a really big marketing job, making a lot of money. And then at some point he was just like, I'm just going to quit and do comedy for 5 years. And he was like, of course you're tempted to be like, hey, I'll do my gig at night and in the day I'll work or whatever. But he's like, I'm competing against like 1,000 other comedians who are doing this day in, day out. This is all they're doing. Every waking moment, they're thinking of new jokes. They're trying to write new things. There's nothing else on their mind. They're able to travel and go to a bunch of different places and do like open mics everywhere, or do like 4 times the amount of open mics that I'd be able to do. And so he's like, yeah, they just like make a choice and choose a lane and just pursue
Dr.
that.
Palash Sen.
Huh. Yes.
The Euphoria guy?
Yeah.
Do you remember in school where everyone would be like, that singer, Dr. Palash Sen?
Yeah.
He's also a doctor. And you're like, yes, it's in his name.
Yeah, it was.
And they were like,
You were an astute child.
You can study and you can chase your dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to have
Don't
like
be
both.
Dr. Palash Sen. He's not good at either.
Have you been to him? Concert or
AVG singer,
AVG
bad
singer.
doctor.
bad doctor? This is personal experience or just
I have friends in CR Park who told me.
okay?
I don't know. I think
We've taken on Palasen and
Modern
modern
Barakhamba
Barakhamba.
Road and Dr. Palash Sen have been attacked today. Shots fired,
I
Palash.
don't know, yaar. Modern Barakhamba had its advantages for
Is
sure.
it the
I'm thankful.
Is it better than the other modern school in Delhi? There's a Vasant
Vasant
Vihar.
Vihar.
Yeah.
Which is the better
I
modern?
don't know. I never went to the other one.
I went to a strange school in Delhi.
Which one?
It's called Mount St. Mary's
Why
It's a
was
boys'
it
school.
strange?
It's a
It sounds
boys'
like a girls' school, but it's actually everyone thinks it's a girls' school. But I don't.
Therefore, you went from
Because of
Sophia's.
the
Sophia's
Sophia's
to
to
St.
St. Mary's.
Yeah, दूसरी girls'
Mount
school.
St. Mary's, yeah.
But
But
why was it strange?
it was just a very boys' school.
Explain that to someone who's only been co-ed educated.
You guys, oh wow.
I went to girls' school for a year.
I've done.
I don't
Sophia's.
know. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it works the same way with girls' schools. Boys' schools are very boys' schools. It was terrible.
You have not elaborated. It's 3 times you have
Lots of
said boys'
bullying
schools
and
are boys'
stuff.
schools.
Yeah, bullying.
As an
No,
explanation.
Every interaction is bullying.
Okay.
Every single interaction is a bully experience.
Were you more a bully or a bullied?
I was mid-tier.
Oh, so you had both.
Senior bullies bullied me, but I also had people.
This
to
is
go
what has
to.
made you such a
The
versatile
real-
actor
I
now.
was a middle class bully. I was really struggling. Voting for the principal, thinking he'll really, my good days will come soon as a middle class bully. That the bullying will be equitably distributed between all of us. But yeah, no,
Good.
sorry to regress into childhood.
Shantanu, let's make a hard turn back into acting.
That's what I'm doing.
Tell us, what is your most... do you have a most rewarding role or a favorite role or part?
I really liked playing. I liked playing. I did a show called Baked, and I played a character called Oni on it. We did 3 seasons of that show. It was India's first web series, and I really liked my part a lot because I play a gay Bengali Delhi University student, and I was only one of those 3, and.
Audience can guess.
Gay and
no more
Bengali
guessing.
actually. No, I was Delhi University student. I was the
I feel
third
like you
one.
told us that earlier.
All 3
in the
I was
podcast.
one of those. I was
Shantanu speaks very fluent Bengali. This is something I know after years and years of friendship.
Amar pizza kothaye boka choda. I can abuse a Bengali Domino's
delivery.
delivery fellow very easily.
That will be
I
useful.
can say egg Dean Khawi. If the pizza doesn't show up,
So if
that's
we
what
ever
I'm
take
doing.
the show to Calcutta
I'll kill it.
and we order a pizza and it comes 32 minutes later.
Oh, that boka choda is getting Amar pizza kothaye by me.
But no, tell us more about Body.
Body? No, Ani.
Ani, sorry.
Wrong character.
Bye.
It was great because I think I was one of my larger first screen acting experiences, and I learned a lot on that job about screen acting. And what I really enjoyed about that character was that he was he was gay, but we never addressed it. Like he was just played normally. He just played a regular guy, as opposed to most of
You
the
did
stuff
it as
that
straight
comes
theatre?
out. I did it.
Thank you.
Very well done. Yeah, you have successfully used my phrase for comedy much later. It was great. And I played it, and it was nice. So I think that would probably be the most, the role I've played the most. I played it for like 3 years or 4 years. So I spent a lot of time playing that character, and it really left an imprint on me. It sparked some by curiosity.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And no, like what does that actually do? Playing a character for
My
Shreya's
wife
just
was just like, क्या
I
बकवास
should
कर
have
रहा है ये
just-
आदमी वहाँ पे? Your hand is out.
because you did the show before you got married.
Yeah.
So it would have been fair to inform her as well instead of her finding out right now. What is it like to play a character for a sustained period of time? Like, what does that do? How does it enrich the process?
It enriches the process because then you also you find your ease with it, and that's you. So there would be the thing is when you play something and then you come back to playing it, there are very small things that'll set you back into that character. So I remember for coming, we would do 1 season of the show and then we came back 2 years later to do it, and I'd be like, how do I play this character again? What did I do?
Yeah.
And then I just realized that there's this one thing he used to do where every time he got irritated, he'd do a and every time I started doing I would just start getting more and more like him. And I would start talking like him. And there were small things that would trigger,
Like a little psychological
would
gesture.
catalyze me into getting into that, which was my small psychological gestures. And he just gestured very differently with his hands, no? He was I in life am a small gesture guy.
Yeah.
I gesture small, as you've noticed on stage and as my wife tells me to. But Oni was a very out front, above the chest, what are you saying kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
So that's the only time where I would do that. And the rest of my real life character isn't like that at
That's a
all.
committed actor. My
Yeah.
real life character.
Shantanu, this character that I'm playing is
Right now.
an inch taller than Oni.
Then on it. So, way to tell
But
us
yeah,
that you're
is-
wearing elevators.
That has been great. And just to also bring it back here, I genuinely want to say this, that I think this experience has probably, and it's probably because I've been doing comedy for so many years now. I've been doing improv for 12 years and sketch for 10. Mansi and I have a background in sketch comedy together from AIB days. And now we're here. And I just feel like this has been a very rewarding experience because you the way you direct, and then Mansi is obviously like this tour de force when it comes to this. Like, this is her ballpark. Like, you give her drama and she knocks it out of the park, and I have just come in like some, there's a joke making asshole
Rubbish.
who comes in, and I just see it is true. And I
Yeah, I
come
would
in
say
and-
you also have knocked it out of the park.
yeah, but that's
Especially
I don't
because
want
we
that.
still need to
That's
sell.
not what I want to say. I want to
Tickets.
I want
There's
to
still
sell
tickets
her-
to be sold.
I want to sell Mansi here and be like, I just showed up here, and then tomorrow they'll be like, Arey, this guy. Hey, what humility he showed.
You're
Fucking
lowering
killed it,
expectations.
Yeah, Shantanu. Actually, Mansi na jitna Shantanu ne bola utna to laga nahi humko.
Oh,
Have you
this.
seen? Have you seen?
I
He's
love
got
that
full
archive. The
conspiracy
whole
theory on it.
motive has been
But
exposed.
Mansi is brilliant. Just so good in this. She steals the show, some are saying.
I think you should just keep quiet now. Keep quiet now.
Best. No, but jokes. Jokes aside. Jokes apart.
They can come back
Kaun sa
whenever
wala?
you feel like.
I've
Yeah.
really enjoyed this experience so much because she's truly a very, very. It's challenging to perform with her and rewarding also. The first time we did a drama together was on a short film some years ago, which I consider one of my better performances on screen.
It was
Yeah,
really
very, very
fun.
good
Together.
performance.
And it mostly had nothing to do with what I was doing. It was mostly that, she's brought it, so now you have to
Match.
That's not true
you
at
have to
all.
bring it. She's that good. She is that good. You have to bring it. And that's what you will see. This weekend will be a game of catch up.
Please go back to
remember
what
that.
you were
Go
saying
home,
earlier. It's, but I'm not just saying this. It's been, I've never done a play with you. And a whole one month, little over a month. where
Little
we
over a
did,
month,
like
yeah.
readings and really like hashing it out together. I love how, I don't know how to explain it, but I think and this comes out so much in a two-hander because you just have to have each other's backs because literally there is nobody else on stage. There is no ensemble, and most of my theatre work has been ensemble work. I've only done one two-hander before this. I feel safe before we've even begun because of my relationship with you. Because I think we listen to each other and it's going to be different each time. No, it's been absolutely joyous. And I'm going to say something personal now, but like I feel like I would say this to anyone. Somewhere in the middle of the process, I kind of told him that, because we've hung out more now, that I'm keeping him. I'm going to keep him in my life as a friend always. And I feel that as a co-actor, like I feel like I would always work with you. If there was an
Yeah, we
opportunity,
should-
I can never see myself saying no. I will get to Sahir.
No need to go.
No need.
No, but it's such a joyous thing because honestly, a two-hander can go awfully wrong as well if two people don't understand each other. And again, this is a broader thing, but I feel like the kind of human being you are makes such a big difference that you're a really golden person. Like you are an A1 person.
I think that's just the lighting. From there.
This is why she's not keeping you in her life.
But this is also my way of being like, yaar, improv long format mein le lo mujhe. I don't know if I'll do improv as well as you, but le lo
No, but
mujhe.
both of you do have a very, even in that film, before you did
Yeah.
all of this hanging out and things, had a very natural chemistry. And even in this show, even outside the show,
Yeah.
you guys really do have something very, very nice,
Yeah.
which is good.
It's a good friendship, yeah.
And I'm a solid acquaintance.
Not at all.
We'll say two nice things about
Okay.
Sahir each,
I
and
actually
then we'll
do.
end it.
I actually
Huh?
do want to talk about Sahir. What do I start with? Firstly, I think the way you run a room there's something so special about it because it's almost like there's a lot of free reign, there's freedom, there's you let me, I can speak for myself, but I'm sure you'll agree.
Speak for me also.
Yeah, you let me feel like an autonomous entity in the room. It's kind of like there's this really beautiful, it's a guiding of sorts, which is also how the improv worked so well because it was a lot of find it yourself. Like how authentically is it coming from you? And perhaps I'll ask you just the right questions in the kindest, most gentle way, which you have just such a wonderful manner about you, really, that it becomes like a hand on the small of the back. That's what it feels like, which is just the most beautiful way to be directed because the room feels like I can say anything. Any thought that I've had, I can express it. I don't feel like any walls are up. I don't ever have to be defensive about an idea. Anyway, the room is about failing as well. That's the whole joy of it also. But you've just kind of helmed it in this really like tender way. And that's mattered even more because we worked on a piece that is essentially very, very tender at its core. And I want to thank you for making the room like charged in that sort of way where so much of it came from us, so much of it was guided so beautifully by you. And whenever you wanted us to look at something in a different way, it was not like, do it like this. It was kind of like, what if we tried it in this way if you thought that? Which just changes the whole game entirely because it almost makes you feel like you've discovered it. So it's this almost very selfless, tender witness kind of standpoint that you've had this whole month, and I've enjoyed that so much. So thank you.
Thank you.
You were good. You were good.
Thanks.
No,
Good talk.
Hey, come on. Sahir is one of my closest friends in this world, and it was awkward to be directed by him at first. I was like, how is it gonna
and
be?
maybe you got a glimpse of it in this interaction, but Shantanu and I feel have had to reverse our equation a little bit
Yeah.
in the
Really?
room.
I can't wait for the run to end so I can go back to
Shantanu
being a
would
normal.
time till 7.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Our
And then-
rehearsals would go until 7. After 7, you would start making fun of him.
Yeah.
But till 7, you
he
were a
was
very
sincere,
good student.
He was diligent.
Very
It
good
was
student.
fuck.
Yeah.
But at 7:01, he was back to.
You fool, you're going bald.
I'm not.
Show them your hairline.
I will, and you can zoom in.
See
And-
the corners. It's
That's
going up.
great.
It's going
and
up.
it's perfect.
5
Very
years
good.
tops. His
Thank you.
mama is bald.
But my
You know
dad
what they
has
say?
a lot of hair.
Maternal uncle is where how you get your hair.
Huh? My nana had hair till he was
But
80.
he's not your maternal uncle. He's your grandfather.
but he was the father of the maternal uncle, so his genes are important too.
I want to say that it was the one
He
thing
knows
I
I'm very particular about my hair.
Yeah, it is
So
only
it
to
hurts.
irk him. I've said this about Mansi that I keep saying this everywhere. Every time they have cameras on us, which is all the time. They've turned it into some Blair
Big
Witch
Brother,
project,
Big Boss
found footage theater experience. This is the big boss of theater. 4 events in this week have been like, just pretend like the audience isn't there. Just pretend like the audience isn't there.
Just to give you guys a fun fact.
Don't acknowledge them. They have come, but they are
Flies
there.
on the wall. Flies on the wall.
They are there.
Yeah, in the lead up to this, David said, treat all of you like flies.
This is absolutely verbatim. He's not even making this up. Yeah.
And through so many of the people who have asked me, I've said that Mansi is my favorite co-actor, and I will definitely also maintain on record that Sahir is the best director I've worked with. In the last 13 years, I've worked as an actor, and I speak for myself because I know Mansi doesn't believe that. But she's laughing, not correcting me.
She's laughing, not correcting.
Never, not at all. And don't get too ambitious. It's okay. But they are definitely the best director I've worked with, and it has been a very rewarding experience through all of this. And may you really just scale great heights where you do so well that you can afford trips to Turkey to get the grafting that is required to fix the receding hairline, because Istanbul has some of the best hair doctors.
And why do you know that?
Huh?
Huh?
Okay, thank you.
I don't get to say it.
Huh?
You were ending on Turkey.
Oh, Sahir will also say things he's saying.
Oh.
Huh?
Bol de.
No, but I think, I feel like both of you throughout this process have been extremely giving, extremely vulnerable and committed and wanting to bring that very open energy. I do like to see it lot more as a collaboration as opposed to here's an idea and just do it exactly this way. And I think it's much nicer when the actors also contribute a lot. And you guys are just, I think, genuinely very empathetic, sensitive people. Neither of you have a kid, at least that we know of. And
Even our characters don't
and
have.
and so to play something like this would oh, well, actually only Mansi's character doesn't, Shantanu.
I'm about to, yeah. I
God.
don't-
Okay, no more spoilers.
I am. We'll cut that part out.
Yeah, yeah.
Please. That's a spoiler. Please cut that out. But yeah, but yeah. So this should seem almost an impossible task to have to play what I think is the worst possible loss one can have when you don't know what it feels like to actually have it. And I think it requires people with just copious amounts of like emotional reserves, with an unbelievable amount of empathy and curiosity and real sort of commitment to the work to be able to carry that. And like I say time and time again, the play isn't about that. The play is still about, that's almost the background of the play. That's something that you just need to carry. And I think it's an unbelievably difficult thing for actors to have to bring. And it's just been beautiful to see it grow each day in rehearsal. And with each other, with me, with the whole team, I feel like we've had quite a few hiccups here and there with other things not working out. But you guys, time and time again, have really stepped up to the plate. You've gone above your ambit of just being actors in the production, but have really felt like very full and complete collaborators. And one of my biggest fears with doing this was that the room will be very small. And the room can become very morbid because of the content of the play. And I think amongst the three of us and everyone else in the room, but there were quite a few days where it was just the three of us, we found a real playfulness and a real joy, which just made rehearsal a wonderful, wonderful thing to look forward to every single day. And I will miss it deeply once we
I can't even
done.
get myself to think about it. Like, he messaged me yesterday and I was like, I can't think about the run ending just yet. I just, like, my brain freezes. Like, I can't allow myself to think about like not seeing you guys every day right now. This is that same weird wanting the heartbreak later kind of thing. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you both very, very much. And lots of love to both of you. And
You start the
Istanbul
clap,
does hair grafting apparently. Thank you very much.